Hello and welcome back. As you can tell from the title of the video, me and Roxy, who's sat right there, we are getting married. And if you knew me from some time ago, you would know I never wanted children and I never wanted to get married, and now both have happened or are happening. So obviously I've already got kids and now I'm getting married, so I'm kind of completing the circle. A bit backwards, but I'm completing the circle nonetheless. So it was actually out in Sri Lanka. The story, it's a pretty boring story, to be honest. I mean, I was sat there. I just bent down on one knee, you know, the rest is history. But I wasn't quite in this sort of t-shirt, and that story is not quite true. So I was a bit smarter dressed. This is the exact shirt I was wearing, but the story didn't quite go as simply as I may have claimed it to have gone. So we were in Sri Lanka, that part is true. We were down on the beach, it was quite late at night, and it's funny. So Roxy didn't know that I had bought the ring with me. She knew I bought a ring because she was there to sort of choose it, and it's just how we felt it was easier to do it that way. But I convinced her, and I didn't realise I'd actually done this, but I convinced her I didn't bring the ring with me, and she was kind of annoyed that, you were really annoyed, I should say, that I didn't bring it with me, so she thought. But secretly I had it in my suitcase, and actually the first day we arrived, she was going through my suitcase looking for something, and I was like, oh my god, what are you doing in my suitcase? Get out of my suitcase. Not because there's anything in there to hide other than, you know, the obvious, the ring. There wasn't anything else, but I don't know what she thought I was, you know, going on about when I was like, why? Like, I was really freaking out that she saw it, but apparently she didn't. Well, so you say. I don't know. Did you see it? No? She's my silent partner. She's probably not going to talk. So basically, yeah, one evening I decided we decided to dress up. I was in this shirt, you in a red dress, I believe. Really nice, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do it at this point, and I was trying to like get it all perfect and get it on camera and stuff, and then I spoke to my brother's girlfriend on Facebook briefly about it, because obviously I couldn't speak to Roxy, kind of killed the point, and I was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then I was like, oh, but I don't know, is it worth filming or not, because actually certain moments probably are just better off just doing them sort of spontaneous, so I didn't film it, so there's no like footage of it, hence it's more of this video, but we went into the restaurant, and they hadn't done this on any other night, and I, hand on heart, hadn't told them about anything, but there was candles on every single table, and that I was just like, oh, this is just ridiculous. It felt like a sign, like I was just like, come on. I was going to do it in the restaurant, but there were too many people. Roxy gets really bad anxiety, and I was just like, I was bricking it. I was terrified, so I was like, nope, not doing it in there. So we had our dinner, all good. Went off. Roxy still none the wiser. I had my bag with me, but the reason I had my bag with me was to carry the ring around because I was wearing shorts because it's really hot out in Sri Lanka, in case you weren't already aware. And so I had it in the bag, but I needed a reason for having the bag with me. So I convinced, again, I don't know if you believed this, but I told you the reason I took the bag with me was to put, I think, the camera in, which also was in a bag, but I told her that the bag hurts my shoulder. She must have believed it to some extent because you didn't realise I had the ring, did you?
I kind of just let you get on with it, to be honest.
Well, she did speak, but she let me get on with it. So, hey ho. Anyway, we go off. You go from the restaurant, you can go into like the bar area, and we went on all-inclusive. So, we got some drinks, and again, swear to God, hand on heart, I hadn't told them this. I hadn't told them anything I was planning because I hadn't like properly planned it. We go in, and there's a guy playing some music. I think on a trumpet or some saxophone it was, wasn't it? Saxophone. I'm pretty sure it was on a saxophone, just sort of going. Doo. And anyway, he's playing a couple of songs whilst we're on our drinks, and then a song comes on from The Lion King called "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" And I was just like, oh come on, are you actually serious? Like I was like, it's almost like someone was looking down on me, going, come on, Jadon, I'm giving you so many damn signs and hints here. Just get down on that knee and propose. But I didn't because, again, I was bricking it and there was a lot of people around. But it just, everything was just like, it was like the perfect night to do it there and then, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And I know, obviously, how anxious Roxy gets as well. So we went down the beach, we went for a walk down the beach, and eventually I got the ring from the bag into my pocket without her realising. And then I had my hand in my pocket the whole time, so I had to make sure she stood on the other side of me and held this hand, because obviously this hand was preoccupied holding the ring. And we walked up and down quite a lot. Eventually we settled on some rocks. It must have been about 10 o'clock by this point, and my phone had died, so we're playing some music on Roxy's phone, and it's just playing me this cover of the Demon song by Imagine Dragons, really nice cover by Boyce Avenue. By Boyce Avenue, Imagine Dragons, brilliant cover. There's a female singer in it, but I don't know that you'd know her name either, because I certainly don't. But it is a brilliant cover, so we're playing that on a lot, and eventually, you know, it moved on to the point I was like, right, well, I've got to do this at some point tonight. We can't just sit here. It's been like the perfect night. I need to do this tonight. And we sat by the rocks, listening to the ocean hit the rocks. It was lovely, it was dark. And then these bats flew across. Quite a few bats. And Roxy pointed out, she was like, oh, have you seen those bats? Where did they go? I had absolutely no idea where these bats went. I want to point that out now. No idea. But Roxy was really intrigued as to where these bats went. And suddenly an idea popped in my head. Right, tell Roxy they're in a palm tree. They're in that palm tree up there. You see them? Right, they're right up there. And she was looking around like, well, I don't see them. And like, I'm slowly getting the ring out of my pocket. And I'm like, just look at the bats. They're up there. And I'm praying she doesn't turn around at this point. I'm like, just look at the bat. She's like, I can't see this bat. I'm like, no, look at the lamppost. 2 trees across. Go right up the tree. It's there on the left. She couldn't see it, obviously, because the bat wasn't there. I had no idea where this bat was. But eventually this bat actually flew back across. And obviously at that point, she's turned around because she's been like, oh, I see the bat now. But then she's turned around, and I think it's in this hand, and I had it like down in some rocks. So I was like, as I say, we were sat on all these rocks, and like there was a hole in the rocks. So I was holding it down there, again, praying I'm not going to drop it. This is the embarrassing bit, and this is the bit only a few people know, is the words, will you marry me, didn't exactly come out straight away. My first words wasn't like I love you or anything like that. There wasn't a big speech or anything. I'm prepared that there'll be a speech at the wedding, obviously, but there wasn't a big speech. I can't even bring myself to say this. My first words when I proposed to my girlfriend, who is now my fiancée, that will one day be my wife, that sounds weird saying that, were, there you go. Those were the words. I said to Roxy, go on then, say yes, or if you want, say no. I just sort of said, say it, and she was like, well, I'm not saying anything until you say it properly. So then I did actually say, will you marry me? And she said yes, and it was a very nice moment. There you go were my first ever words when I proposed to my wife-to-be. Like, what? I can't, like, the thing is, I can't ever now go back and change that. And she always tells me we're never breaking up, this is it now, which obviously is the point of getting married. So, like, there's not, like, some other chance one day that I'm going to propose to someone and, like, do it properly. That's it now. My whole life is going to be based around this. Those are my 3 words now. There you go. I might as well just plaster it everywhere. Because that is literally what I said was, there you go. I've never been more embarrassed in my life. Honestly, I can't believe I'm making this video, and more to the point, I'm going to put this video online. But I do hope you guys have enjoyed the story of how we got engaged, how I somehow proposed. It's exciting stuff. There is going to be a specific playlist about the wedding because all the things to do with it. There's going to be another video out soon. Their videos are going to be on this channel and the vlogs channel, so obviously keep an eye on both. As I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited as much as we are for the wedding. And yeah, other than that, don't forget to like if you're new around here. No, subscribe if you're new around here. Like as well, comment down below. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.